Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Janelle Higgins. Joining me in the studio now is writer and very funny comedian Darius Bradford. Thanks so much for being here.
Well, hey, I'm excited to be here. You know, I wasn't doing anything. So that's
You're not busy or anything.
No, I wasn't
you
doing
had plenty
anything.
of time.
I was just actually at the St. Louis Zoo, and I just cut over, and here I am.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
That's cool. I'm excited.
Everyone in the studio is buzzing because, of course, a lot of people around the area already know all about you.
Right. I've been doing this for a minute. You know, I'm a U-City native, so they know me.
Yeah, and so if anyone is watching, you know, if they've lived under a rock or something and don't happen to know a lot about you, why don't you just tell us a little bit about your background, how you got into comedy, and how it all began for you?
You know, it happened years ago in the 90s, you know, one of the youngest guys to, it was exploding on the scene, you know, with Martin Lawrence, Def Comedy Jam and all that. So I tried it out, tried to see where I can take it, and bumped into some St. Louis legends like Cedric the Entertainer, and before you know it, we collaborated, and he showed me some ropes, and I just kept going, and one thing added to the next, doing comedy clubs, and well, you know it, hey, I was there, but although I was most humorous in high school, but I didn't plan on doing stand-up, but it worked out.
Yeah, it seems like your career has definitely done well.
Yeah.
So you chose the right career path.
It's adding up. The chips are adding up.
They sure are.
Yeah.
They sure are. And so what kind of comedy do you do for people that don't really know?
I do like everyday comedy, like things that just happen, you know, life and, you know, just the typical youthful things that we remember. I talk about, you know, nostalgic things like the Boston baked bean box, how you blow into it and it turns into a harmonica, you know, that thing. I talk about things that make you happy, and that's what I'm about. I'm not really about breaking anyone down. I'd rather joke you up.
And I appreciate that, because when I heard that we were having a comedian on the show, I got nervous that I was gonna...
And it's okay. I just deal with the truth of the matter. I'm just a curious George of stand-up. You know?
You just like to make people happy and smile.
That's it. I just want to know why are things such. I want to know who invented the cup. How did the cup get formed? And words derive from actions. You know, someone was at the water and they cupped their hand and they cupped it, and forever it was cupped.
You've spent a lot of time thinking about that, haven't you?
I studied that. I was wondering where did cup come from, and that panicked me. I wonder where fart come from. The fart, I always imagined that. I know someone was in an argument one day and they said, you continue and I will fart you up. And that's what, and then the next word was derived from that.
So you're keeping it clean, obviously.
Right.
Then.
That's where I'm at. I'm just curious, George.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that. And you do have a show coming up in the area for people who have seen you or haven't seen you. Tell us a little bit about that show. What can people expect?
Well, the show is Faithfully Funny, and it's, you know, I've done some installments in St. Louis before, but nothing on quite this level. You know, I've had 500, 600, 700, 800 folks, but now we're at Friendly Temple, one of the most incredible new locations and churches to hit the area. You know, it's massive. I think of it like a Paul Symphony Hall. So we're gonna do Faithfully Funny there the day after Thanksgiving, and it's for the entire family, but it's extremely funny. It's gonna be great.
All right, so we're gonna talk more about that, and also you've worked with some pretty big names in the business, so we'll touch on those too, because it's break time again, but Darius is going to stick around.
I'm in the building, I'm hanging out. We're gonna be here till well after the sweet potato pies and everything are gone.
You're awesome. I mean, can you just do my job for me for the rest of the show?
You know, if they're willing to give me part of your salary.
Okay, well, I'm a volunteer, so.
Well, that will get me up out of here.
All right, well, he's going to stick here with us even though he's not getting paid for this. Right. And remember, STL TV is on all the major social networks, so you can connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And even if you're out of town, you can watch all of our great local programs streaming live on STLTV.net. We'll be back with more STL TV Live. Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Janelle Higgins. Still here hanging out with me is writer and comedian Darius Bradford.
Yes, St. Louis, writer, comedian, all that. St. Louis native. I'm at home. I feel it, but you know, I'm still excited. You know.
That's the title you want, just St. Louis native. That makes you happy.
St. Louis native. I mean, I've written in, but when I'm home. Now, when I'm out of town, give me all my credit. I need every one of them. you know. So.
They may not care as much about being a St. Louis
Right.
native in Hollywood, maybe.
Yes, St. Louis is really tricky. They only care about what high school you went to.
Yeah, they do. I've noticed that too. I'm not from here, but my husband is, and everyone asks me, and I'm like, Springfield High School?
Right. You're like, what's the high school?
Illinois.
And I'm from University City High School. You have to
You're proud of that too, aren't you?
Wow, one of the best. I mean, come on now. Each summer we have this huge gathering, one of the biggest in the country. So yeah, I'm a U City.
Do you come back for that every year?
Yeah, every year I come back.
You do?
Know?
Do you perform there?
I hang out. I do a lot. I try to make it normal. I usually just hang out with friends, take time off from showbiz or whatever. You know, U City is a great place. Nellie's from my high school.
Oh, I know. I grew up listening to Nelly.
Uh-oh.
That's my nickname.
Nelly.
Janelle? Nelly?
Janelle.
Yeah, he stole his name from me.
Uh-oh. What's popping tonight? Yeah, so it's cool.
I mean, I want to start rapping, but I don't think that'd be appropriate.
No need. He already did it. Done
He did
that.
it,
He
yeah.
covered it. He took your name and he ran with it. Let him have it.
I'll let him do that, I guess. So while we're talking about Nelly and other big name celebrities, can you tell us just a little bit of scoop on some people that you've worked with? Do some name dropping here, maybe?
I'll do a little bit, but you know, of course, everyone knows. Being from St. Louis, I've worked with Cedric the Entertainer. I've also worked with, you know, Jamie Foxx on, you know, Lafapalooza, P. Diddy's Bad Boys of Comedy. I've done it all. Ricky Smiley, I was formerly on the morning show, always late for work with the excuses every day. That was my bit. But, you know, I was there for about 2 years. It's huge. You know, these are friends of mine, and, you know, it's a great thing.
Sure. So comedy's taken you all over the world, it sounds like, and helped you network with it.
I couldn't believe it. I would never do anything else. I mean, it's taken me from like I said, touring Hot in Here with Nelly to Faithfully Funny. I mean, think of that.
Sure, a wide range of things.
Right, think of that, from screaming girls, screaming at the top of their lungs, to the pastor baptizing.
You're all over the place.
I'm I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
And again, for people that maybe haven't seen your comedy, you know, a lot of people compare it to Tyler Perry.
Yeah, they see a lot of, because especially with this Faithfully Funny thing, it's clean, it's for the entire family. It's like the Will Smith, when I looked at Tyler and Will Smith, they have such a vast audience. Now, my stand-up is just regular and still funny, just down-to-earth funny. It's not like I'm talking about the Bible and all of that. I don't know the Bible that well, but I do know decency. So I kind of take on that likes of Tyler Perry and Will, because they have everyone from 8 to 80 come to their shows. That's why they can sell out so much.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm striving for.
Sure. Well, it sounds like you don't have to strive. You're already there, it sounds
there.
like. You are.
We are there.
And we want everyone to make sure they're there for your show. So it's this Friday, correct?
This Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And it's going to be held at Friendly Temple in the Dome. I mean, tickets are flying off the shelf, but you can still pay at the door, which is at 6:30. And I'm going to have a host of comedic friends and other acts. It's going to be incredible. You've never seen anything like this.
Sure. And then how long is the show for people
The
that
show
want
is
to
probably about a 2-hour long show, typically like a concert. And so we're going to laugh and get people out of there in time to attend to their regular life.
Yeah.
You know, you can leave the church and end up in the club if you so desire, just in time.
If that's what you want to do. We're not going to judge them, huh?
No judging here. Hey, you never know. You might bump into me.
Yeah, you maybe. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. You definitely made us laugh all afternoon, and good luck with your show this weekend, it sounds like.
I greatly appreciate it. This is what we do. I'm looking at the set. I may even bring a show to STL TV.
Please do. We'd love to have you.
Hey, not for that volunteer money, though.
Well,
because those checks bounce.
Mine has bounced for the last few weeks. I haven't gotten
the volunteer checks don't go through.
They definitely don't. You're right on that. Well, I'll talk to them, see if maybe they can give you
come
a
up with
something.
Yeah, I'll donate. Hey, look, I'll donate. I'll give.
We'll figure something out to get you back, because you're so great and so funny. So thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, Darius has to take off and we need to take a break. But while you're waiting, why not get online and find STL TV on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And tell your friends they can always watch us streaming live on STLTV.net. Stay tuned, more STL TV Live is coming up right after this.